Later, that very same bee. Bee is gone, unfortunately. Looks like who's stuck? Who's stuck? OMG2 gonna play support. It looks like. Dun 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 dun. Playing mid this time, like every time. What can we play that's fancy? I just want to win, dude. I'm tired of these bronze bucket games. They're just so depressing. The PS4 came out today, and PlayStation Network is down apparently. That is just depressing. What should we do for middle? It's fun and interesting. Fun and interesting. Isis, Agni, Zeus, Cupid, Agni. A lot of people are saying Agni. Can't take him though. He's picked already. Isis, Hebo, Zeus. We'll play Zeus. We'll do a Zeus game. Zeus is always good. No gold. Let's play Stormbringer. Stormbringer. Zeus. Zeus, 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 Zeus. Zeus. So play Zeus this time. We have Naja, Zeus, and Sun Wukong. They have Hebo, Athena, Agni, and Apollo. Weaknesses and strength so far. We actually have a lot of damage, good distance with Naja, and Sun Wukong is always great to have. High mobility, good durability. Across the way, they're a little bit tankier than, actually they're a lot tankier than we are. We haven't selected our solo. We have selected our solo, but no tank just yet. Agni is very mobile. They have a very mobile team. 2 globals. They have a heal from Guan Yu, and Athena ultimate makes things very, very challenging. We have Neith and Amir. So we are more of a in-place defensive team. They're a highly mobile team. They can change places very well. In fact, they're very good at rotating with what they have. Apollo, Athena, same team. Agni as well. They're very good at rotating. So as far as their team goes so far, they have a highly mobile team. Watch the fast rotations. And I say that just because it happens a lot, and it's something that I have to be aware of as well, especially number 1, I'm in the mid lane, and number 2, even though I am playing League, I still get focused sometimes. So the goal here is going to be to stay alive as long as I possibly can, and of course react to the mobility of them. They're actually going for Sobek here. That seems a bit excessive. They are going Athena jungle though, but again, they're going to have a very highly mobile team, a lot of disruption, a lot of interruption. In fact, their team, in most cases, would actually counter ours. So with on her Amir, a lot of damage output, a lot of we have tons of damage. We have tons of damage, but more defensive. Watch for early rotations. We are a very defensive team. We're good on point, which means Fire Giant, buff contestation, skirmishes in the jungle. They're very highly mobile, and they're actually really good for ganking. A lot of teams, or a lot of our laners, are going to be having trouble with them rotating a lot, because they're very good at it, the way it is now. For us, we have tons and tons of damage. In fact, we beat them out in the damage department in pretty much all areas by a significant margin. Athena jungle is actually high damage output. Apollo doesn't get off the ground super early, but right before mid game is where he hits a hard damage peak, and then starts going to mid and late game where he hits really hard. So early game, our damage far exceeds theirs. In fact, if they weren't so fluid, I'd say we can invade the jungle, but the way this is now, especially since it's solo queue, I don't know if it's possible. So they have Athena jungle, Guan Yu solo, Guan Yu versus Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong generally tends to win that matchup. Guan Yu has a lot of heals and push, but I mean, Sun Wukong is hard to win against. He's a very powerful solo. Let's see, we have Sobek Apollo versus On Her Amir. That's a pretty even matchup. It really comes down to the ranged carries. Who does better? The hunter in that situation is really who wins that one out. I will get actually Vampiric Strap this time. I think it is worth it on Zeus as far as that goes. Okay, so all tied up. Someone's going to go for the Ankh start, which means he's not going to have a whole lot of damage output, but he's going to be very hard to kill, especially if he goes for the secondary Ankh, 550 HP. Makes him very hard to kill. We're going to make sure we cover the mini-map for reasons. Okay, that's snazzy. And now, here we go. So, Naja jungle, Naja versus Athena. Actually, Naja doesn't have that great of a matchup against Athena. Unless the condition is met where Naja jungle. This is what Naja is so great at. If you catch someone when they're about to finish a buff camp, the Universe Ring will do tons of damage. If it has one target to bounce to, the Universe Ring toss will do lots of damage. And you can jump right in with the Armorial Sash, then ult if you're at that level yet. So, I mean, there's a lot of opportunity for Naja invasion. But, like I said, this team we're up against, highly mobile. Our team's more on point. So we're good at defending and taking objectives. We're good at defending and taking towers. And we're good at straight up team fights. The enemy team's very good at rotating. They can rotate very quickly, and there's not a whole lot we can do about it. So I'm going to start out here, medium camp. This is going to get killed at 18, so at 158 that will come back up. I'm actually going to go right into mid lane because Zeus generally has pushing issues, especially against an Agni, so instead of helping with the damage buff, I'd rather just get started early on the pushing here. If you're efficient enough with your detonates, you can actually push equivalently, but it's not easy. 2, 1, that actually should be in time. 162, not bad. It's right there. I'm expending a lot here just because in the early stages, the first 4 to 6 levels are hard for Zeus as far as pushing goes, and then after that he's good to go. Oh, it's Arena Tank. Oh, welcome back, Arena Tank. I haven't seen this guy in ages. Welcome back to SMITE. Can afford to take a few shots here. There we go. Against Zeus, he doesn't really have any reason to use dash to push. That would be an issue. Dash not going to be in range. I'm going to come through here. He knows he's dead. He's going to give that one up. And Naja's just going to get out, which is great. Apollo doesn't have an ultimate yet, as far as I know. Nope, no ultimate yet. He pulled the minion wave away. I'm going to clear this one out. Here's level 5. And we're good to go. So great gank from Naja. Good reaction there. Agni, and right there, for those of you who are wondering why I say most of the time, oh, that was a good pick. Detonate came out, knocked me up. He's going to get the kill. Good. Athena actually over. I mean, these are. I would say this is actually equal parts good plays on our part and bad plays by them. That wasn't really us outplaying them. That wasn't really them completely flopping. But in general, that was pretty poor performance by them. No real reason for them to be that far up that quickly. Athena actually ran into mana when he dashed in, and Agni right there dashed in aggressively. When he realized Naja was there, and then just got completely owned. He could have spent half a second longer to turn to dash towards his tower instead of dashing towards me immediately, and he just made the best choice in the game. I haven't seen Arena Tank in forever. Very, very old competitive player from SMITE. He played for a few months. Doesn't really play anymore. It looks like he's playing again. He's taking that side camp there. I can welcome back to the lane. He probably got it, but that means he's going to lose out on a lot of gold here. Looks like it was taken. Since that was recently taken, we can head the ward up on this side. Getting towards that point where I can actually clear this wave off. That somehow hit me. Just outside the range. Force that one back here. Still no Aegis shield just yet. See if this is warded. Looks like it's not.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Good damage out on there. Not really worth the 2v1 since I'm already ahead. I think it could be waiting for an ulti. Like, yeah, it's actually most of the meteors that he has. He might actually go for initiation here, and indeed he will. Dodging that meteor secures my life. And I'm just going to play it safe and get out. So right there, I saw the situation where Agni had the opportunity to get a kill there, so I just started backing off early. This allowed me to... should I get that there? This allowed me to start heading towards the tower earlier, which means that I was closer to my tower when he tried to go after me, and then immediately when he followed up, I avoided his meteor and survived. So that was a very close call. Right when I saw the moment, I recognized that it was going to possibly be an issue, and backed off in time. Honestly, jumped on the left lane. Looks like he might actually go down here. Pick up that Aegis shield now. Let's see if we're able to go over here on this side. Gonna be taken away. Agni's actually farming these quite effectively, 3,400 to Agni's 3,300. So regardless of what happened earlier, he's actually keeping up, just due to side camps. My ward's still on the left side area. Really? I think he was hoping that I would actually ult for that, which I could have got a kill if I ulted and he had no Aegis, but I decided to play it safe and not go for it. Nope. No kill for him there. Gonna get both of those, which is great. He used a meteor, which is also great. I always want to stand away from the minions when we're up against an Agni. I've actually made a couple mistakes thus far, allowing him to get some free damage off. Is he really out of my view there? That was like right outside the fog.
Be careful, right.
Gonna force this one back here.
Nice job. An enemy has been returned to base.
Amir, dude, I swear to God. I swear to God, Amir.
Retreat.
Agni's gonna rotate here. I need to zone him out. It's really important that I do.
On my way.
So right there, since his teammates abandoned him, immediately recognized that as a possibility for a kill. I just needed to keep hitting him. I wasn't going to waste the detonate. What I wanted to do was to use the passive of my basic attacks in scaling up. Scaling up so that I could easily just... Make sure he's not going to go in for the dash there. I just wanted to make sure that my basic attacks scale up when I have 3 charges, so I got some basic attacks in there, and right when he had the last second left, I just threw it down. And that was an easy pickup for me. Actually, what I can do... Go for Demonic Grip. We'll get some more wards. Again, highly mobile team across the way. We are 300 gold up right now. You can see how little kills matter in the current meta. There's another kill for them. That's going to put them pretty close, actually. But again, still behind us. That kill really wasn't worth very much. Agni's back in the mid lane, but it's just fine. I'm going to get here just in time to clear this one out. Make sure the tower doesn't take anything from me. That left, or that right side camp's been picked up by Agni, which is fine. We have a ward on the right side, so I'm going to put my ward on the left side, but I'm going to forward location.
Enemy missing middle. Retreat.
Looks like Naja's going to die here.
Retreat left lane.
Yeah, Amir's going to get in on it.
Has been slain. Ultimate is ready. Ultimate is ready. Attack left lane.
Oh my god, the rotation was perfect. Got greedy with that kill. I don't know what Onher's doing. Ah. On her. That was unfortunate. So right there, that was pretty much a kill on Apollo. Sobek, the saver of lives, is really good. And like I said, in the picking stage, they have a lot of mobility and a lot of disruption. So they're hard to chase down and secure kills, and they're hard to fight in an extended setting because they're able to move quickly from lane to lane, move quickly from up and down the lane, in and out of the jungle, and around engagements. They're very good at that, the way they have their team fight built up. No, it just looks like he's going to be just fine. Guan Yu's going to be over there.
Enemy missing middle.
It's going to be off center, so it shouldn't hit the range. In effect, it won't.
Okay.
Back off of that one. Side camp is available. I have a ward above it, so I'll be able to see it. But I can actually kill this before he gets to it. Unless Sobek comes along, which I can also kill the Sobek. This is, I don't know if he's lagging or this is a mistake by him, but either way, it's a free kill and I'll take it. Again, I'm staying away from the minions so he can't throw the meteors down on top of me. No free damage for him.
An ally has been slain.
We should get some good trades here. Not bad. His right side camp should be coming up pretty soon. That back camp is still available. They're going to go for this.
Your middle tower is under attack. Fire. Enemy lifting right. Enemy lifting right.
Ooh, that slow frost breath.
Cancel.
So no rotation from Agni. He figured that was just dead. I may as well push the tower, and he actually got some tower out damage off on me and survived. So I mean, right there, it's tough to get those kills just because they're so fast. So I'm just gonna come back in the mid lane. We're gonna push this one up. Gonna stay away from the minions so Agni can't hit me. Put that down. He's gonna get that last minion. Don't know if he's actually gonna initiate on this one. Looks like he's not going to. Side camp here should be killable before they even get here, which it will. Good damage output across the board. Wait for that Sobek, could be coming from behind. Shoot that one out. Yeah, there's Agni. And again, since Agni left, two things you can do when your enemy leaves your lane. Either, number one, follow them, which I didn't do. Number two, push the tower, as you can see. Paul's probably going to get the ult off. Nope, looks like he's actually going to go down. So good pick up by us. I'm actually going to go home and finish off my demonic grip. 1590 is what I needed, and I just hit it. So let's actually get another ward here just in case. Good vision is what we need. We just need as much vision as we possibly can. And we'll be good. So right now we are actually behind in gold because they're sitting in lane farming and we're trying to get kills. Need to focus on farm. Push this up. Apollo's mid. Side camp is available. I don't know if Athena's going to go for it or not.
Your right tower is under attack.
Interesting choice here. He's choosing not to help his team and fight me, so I'm just going to lead him away. Shield wall's not going to hit me, which is fine. Team is already backed off, so that's good. Put that out there. Ward on the left side. We have the camp on the left side. Now I can get the camp on the right side. Athena already there.
Be careful, right. Be careful, right. Enemies incoming right.
I don't know why they didn't bounce, actually.
On my way.
If you're up against an Agni, I would recommend, if it looks like he's going to be trying to, Naja.
Your left tower is under attack.
Agni's going to be rotating. I don't know if this is worth it. And without the minions. If there were no minions, I would have gone for it, but there are minions, Agni, and Sobek right behind me. I should put this down. Go back to the mid lane and push it up. So, they're actually still ahead of us, about 900 gold or so. It might actually be because of a mirror. No, it's on her. Oh my god, on her. So the reason we're so far behind right now is because of the on her. Sorry, I had to focus on that one. I need to make sure that if I oh my god, that is what I mean by rotations. Right there. Unfortunate. So that was me just too far up, unfortunately enough. I ended up getting pushed too far up. Amir's gonna fall down. That's not good.
Your middle tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
He's actually gonna collapse on and die here.
An ally has been slain.
This is what I meant by the rotation.
Your middle tower has been destroyed. Your middle tower is under attack.
That defensiveness. That defensiveness. We can go poly, we can go penetration as far as the defense goes. They have not a whole lot right now. Let's just go with this to help out my team. Hopefully this helps us get more kills. We're going to lose 2 towers at once and a bunch of kills. I don't know what Wukong was doing. Wukong basically just competed with Athena for a blue buff while his whole team was dying mid. Guan Yu left to join. That was a 5-man mid from the enemy team, and Sun Wukong just sat in the right lane fighting Athena for a blue buff, didn't get it, neither of them did, and then sat in the right lane still, and did not get the defense on the mid towers. We lost 2 mid towers and a bunch of kills. All of a sudden they're 4,000 gold ahead of us. So just a lack of focus on what's important is what's happening here. Yeah. He's gonna ult.
On my way.
Agni, Sobek.
Be careful, right. Group up. Enemies incoming.
Again, like I said, they're very good at mobility. Sobek's gonna zone me out here, unfortunately.
An enemy. Missing left. Looking for. Enemies incoming. Right.
That was a really strange time to Aegis, actually. That was a very strange time to Aegis.
Your right tower is under attack.
Can we?
I'll attack this. Help!
Like, what?
You have been slain. An ally has been slain. been slain. Your right tower is under attack. Your right tower. Retreat middle lane.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. Good pick. So we're really good at in place. We're not that great on the move. So we keep trying to fight on the move, and they're going to keep beating us every time. It's only about 5,000 gold right now, so it's actually really good. Onher's farm is picked up, which is great. That's fantastic. So Onher's definitely do a great job of picking that up. He has the Heartseeker stacks, which are now going to start coming through. Naja has been keeping up very effectively, so if I pick my farm up, which is lacking right now as well, we'll be okay. Unfortunately enough, we lost those towers, which is a main reason why their gold is so high, which is why I'm not concerned, is because we'll be able to bridge that if we get towers to the same degree. We only have one tower down right now. There's Sobek. We're going to need a lot of vision. There's going to be Sobek on Amir. Not really too concerned just yet. Very tanky. No, don't run. He's surrounded. They're not. They're not, though. Oh my god, Amir. That's not good.
An ally has been slain. Retreat! Retreat right lane! Retreat right lane! Retreat right lane! Retreat right lane!
They're get collapsed on harder than freaking a wet roof. Wander's gonna go down.
An ally has been slain.
This is not looking good on any fronts, actually. Not looking good on any fronts. She had 3 stacks, actually. Wow. Surprisingly enough, this is actually a really greedy spot to back. He's gonna get the stun off. Flame wave. Ooh.
Retreat! Retreat!
Actually, could be stealing a damage buff right now. Are they gonna follow up on this is the question. The blink there was not necessary, but he couldn't see behind him, so there was no way for him to know, so that was actually a safe play. Just in case, doesn't really get caught. I mean, I actually could have gone in on that, and we might have gone after the Agni. Just freeze him. Kill driver! Kill driver!
Retreat! An ally has been slain.
Yeah, I think at this point they're just too far ahead. Nah, not really. We definitely can still win this. I'm gonna go for binding this time because I don't think I'll have much time standing in place attacking. The way these team fights are going, I'll probably do a lot of hit and run, which Gem of ISO will benefit more from. I don't really have a whole lot of being able to just sit and attack people. That's cute. Nice try. Nice try there, buddy. Left tower is free for them. Not a whole lot that we can do to defend it. That's just going to be taken for free. I'm going to go back and get some wards. Or actually get the movement speed buff. Not really worth contesting. Risk versus reward. No, I was just probably going to go in this one, and Agni's going to be there. Let's go back off that one. Again, not worth it. So we're going to need some wards. I would buy a teleport at this point, but I don't think it's worth it. Against this team, a blink actually wouldn't be too bad. so I'm going to grab that up. I won't be able to use it too often just yet, because it's level 1 blink, and you don't really get to use level 1 blink unless you're initiating. Oh, do I help the Najjar or do I go left? Agni's an easier kill for us anyway. As far as damage output goes, not as far as positioning. Sobek's gonna go on that one. Charge spray not gonna land, thankfully enough. It's a dead Sobek. Freeze him. Get him. Just in case. I don't know if he had his ultimate up. I think if he had it, he would have used it. Supposedly, anyway. We do have G, but our towers are going down. So Khan's going deep. There we go. Athena's there. Keeping the Fire Giant warded is paramount right now. I'll take that one. Here's a Guan Yu. The fact that he ran away means there's not many teammates nearby. Otherwise he probably would have looked for something. Camps are gone. Gotta defend the right one. It's an interesting spot for a purple ward. It does keep us safe for aggressive wards. We also do one on the Fire Giant, so I guess it's a little bit safer, because if it's on the Fire Giant, it's most likely going to get countered no matter what he does. So I like this choice of putting that ward further back, more defensive. More likely to live longer, and also keeps us safe from their vision on us. Good pick. So right now, we are 7,000 gold behind, and I'm in trouble. Paul's up in the air. Please. Reed coming out from him. He didn't actually go for Naja. Good defensive play. They're going to go for FG pretty soon. I'm actually going to go ahead and pick up a... Yeah, I think Gem's going to be a little bit safer. We're going to get 2 wards. 1 ward and just go out and defend. So they're, again, about 8,000 gold up ahead of us right now. Not the greatest. Not really the greatest, looks like, on her. Still sitting on that Heartseeker. Probably not doing him any good right now. This tower's going to get pressured now by Apollo, so I'm going to try and defend it the best that I can. It's a challenge because he doesn't really need a whole lot of time of attacking it to kill it at this point. He's pretty farmed. Alright. Fire Giant most likely not down. I don't think I saw them go over there. But they certainly could soon. I'm pretty much dead here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to back. They're too far away, and I don't want to be where I am right now. What I can do is I can teleport right back to this tower and be in a better position with full HP. Free kill there. Agni not gonna do anything. I'm going to put a war up in the Fire Giant, but I want to be careful not to run into Agni here, who could also be attempting to do something with Fire Giant. Whether it be ward or defend. I didn't mean to hit you, I'm sorry! Don't burn me! Okay, so gap's still about the same. Not really many gains for us thus far. Pick that up, one more ward. So penetration is key here just because they have a lot of defense. You see 2 bulwarks, a shield, aura coming out from the Sovereignty. We have 2 void stones, and that's enough for me to want to get a lot of penetration here, especially since I went Shoes of Focus. We have 1 ward on the Fire Giant, and that needs to stay for as long as freaking wonderfully possible, because we cannot let them have the Fire Giant at this point. We're too far behind, and if they get it, we're pretty much toast. Rod is an easy next choice.
Group up. Be careful, middle. Enemy missing. Retreat, right lane. Enemy missing.
Mid grouping. Go on, you might get greedy here. Athena has a pot? Why did Athena buy a pot? Or did I see that wrong?
Your left tower is under attack. An ally has been slain.
So close. I need one more charge.
Your middle phoenix is under attack.
Oh, Apollo went back down. So close. Aegis the Guan Yu ultimate and Apollo damage output as well. What we're going to do is, again, we're going to go back and teleport as fast as humanly possible. I actually can't even get full HP here. Looks like I might be able to. He's going to get soloed by Apollo. That is embarrassing. Athena did go for a pot, strangely enough. They wouldn't be greedy enough to start Gold Fury, would they? They already did it. Paul has no ultimate, that's important. Oh, I don't lose to him already. This is way greedy by me, I'm just gonna get out. A little bit safer, actually. Is Apollo gonna join in is the question.
Retreat.
Looks like he is.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Apollo got very low, he has to retreat, so Apollo's gonna be gone. We should actually be able to get this one. So for now, we're actually doing pretty good. I'm going to pick up this combat now. One there, one there. Kill secured. Not intentional, but I just wanted to get a slow on him in case he tried to run. Now we are still about 8,000 gold behind, but that's fine. At this point, it's not really as important, especially if we get Fire Giant. Teleport you. Oh, on her. Teleport. Please tell me you're going to teleport. Did they leash it? Oh my gosh, we leashed it just to Agni? Just Agni, we leashed it. That's not good. Alright, Apollo's pretty low there. That's a good start for us. Here comes the Sobek. Way too split up again. Apollo getting way too greedy. No teleport, no tower to teleport to. We're gonna finish this off because I need it.
An ally.
Apollo dead, Augie dead, Sun Wukong dead. Then we got Guan Yu.
An enemy has been slain.
We can actually Fire Giant.
Attack, fire giant.
We're worried about Sobek, but he had to go home. Yeah.
Okay. Cancel that.
I think I'll Rod and then Breastplate of Valor. We need to get some towers. Towers would actually be really, really good for us right now. We're going to clear this out.
Retreat! Retreat! Ah. Be careful.
I just wanted to force that dash there. We're going to ward up the Gold Fury. We can actually try and get Gold Fury.
Tactical fury.
Again, we're very good at in place. See if that's a purple or not.
On my way.
It is a purple. Okay. Purple on GF.
Group up.
Apollo's here.
Group up. Cancel that. Out lead. Attack.
The Impales have been ruining. Absolutely ruining. Kill the dry bear!
Ally has been slain.
That's a big dude on a horse.
An enemy.
You walled yourself in. Great. Tower Assault of Doom.
Ally has been slain.
Good stun though.
Welcome. Double. An ally has been slain. Triple kill. Your left tower is under attack.
Oh my god! Do you have Fatalis? He does. Hasten Fatalis. That'll do it. Really bad placement. But it happens. At this point, this game might be lost to the void. Doesn't look like there's a way. I mean, we're already 12,000, 11,000 gold behind. Unfortunately.
Your left phoenix is under
Did what we could. On her kind of fell too far behind. He's actually behind Sun Wukong right now. Especially with the Heartseeker. He needed to sell that Heartseeker at some point. 11 deaths on her with a Heartseeker, not really the greatest thing. This is the advice I would give to people. If you're playing a character and you're playing it like somebody, if something like a Heartseeker, if you are buying Heartseeker and you're not someone who is very careful and doesn't die a lot, don't buy Heartseeker. Buy something like Devourer's Gloves, buy something like Chin Size. Just because the competitive players like Zapman, like Young Bay, you know, like Funball, like all of them buy Heartseekers doesn't mean that you should buy a Heartseeker. It's something that I do. A lot of times if I'm playing a game where I feel like I'm going to get ganked a lot, I don't buy the Heartseeker just because it's not really worth the damage that you may or may not have if you're going to die a lot. You may as well take the safe route and not really pick up the Heartseeker. This time he spent way too much time picking the stacks up in the early game.
That's too bad.
Now he's going to pick a fight. Doesn't really help either, but Guan Yu's right.
Retreat!
Guan Yu's still right. We still have... It's not a trap. Pay attention to the minimap. That is not a trap. That was a lost kill. Guan Yu was right, Apollo was in the jungle on the right side, and Agni was mid. It was literally just Athena and Sobek and us. And that was a free kill on Sobek. But, I mean, that's just map awareness. Not like direct map awareness, it's like indirect map awareness, but still.
You have slain an enemy.
He's gonna go for a good split. No, he's gonna push right.
Defend right lane.
So Apollo ultimate down.
Gate right lane. Gate right lane. Gate right lane. Gate right lane. Quiet.
He's not gonna push.
Defend the fire giant.
Could be FG. So we're gonna try and grab that up if we can. problem with Zeus is that he's not really... He's fantastic if you're even or ahead. Behind, he's not really the power that you need. Apollo can dash in on this one, but I'm not really too worried about that. Okay, hasten Vitalis, boy. Athena. This is going to be a blink if I can. Good stun, good full rotation. Not even try and step out of the base or do anything. It's unfortunate.
An ally has been slain.
Alrighty, well, that's the level of effort the team has right now. And that one means that the next surrender vote's probably going to go through, because if we're not even going to try and do anything, then we're just going to go ahead and let that one go. Let that one go. There was a question that I answered earlier, but they're asking it right now, so I'll answer it again. They asked me why I went for Gem of Isolation instead of Gem of Binding. Generally, you do see Gem of Binding on Zeus. Reason being is that we're behind, and I don't really have a whole lot of time to sit in a team fight. And for that reason, I went from Gem of Isolation, just because I'm pretty much just going to be relying on my ultimate and burst damage in this fight. Just because, like, we don't have solid team fights, we don't have good placement, we don't have good rotations, no one's in the right place at the right time. So these team fights are kind of hit and run for me. And because of that, I don't have a whole lot of time to be sitting there throwing out slows with my Gem of Binding. I may as well sit from a distance and throw out my Gem of Isolation slow and use my ultimate. It's pretty much my only opportunity, so I made that switch there. This is pretty much a dead. So unfortunately that game went down, but hopefully, I mean, every game's a learning process right there, and it's something that you always learn from. A couple points, we can talk about what I did wrong, what my team did wrong, what the enemy team did right, and how that game went overall. GG, well played, goes out. So overall, like we talked about in the picking stage, they have more mobility, they have great rotations, which actually was ultimately the downfall of my team. I called it out, not only in the picking stage, but also in the laning stage, telling my team to be careful about rotations, and unfortunately enough, it wasn't quick enough. We had a lot of rotations in the right side lane, a lot of rotations in the left side lane. Naja went for a gank in the left side lane, I think twice, where he was surprised by more people than he expected, simply because 2 globals and high mobility allows that team to rotate very quickly. So I generally don't want to chase kills against a team like that. So definitely well played by the enemy team, especially the Apollo, who did a lot of damage, Agni, who was in the right place at the right time, and Sobek just threw his body away, and Guan Yu actually had some really good ultimates for those team fights. Overall, we didn't really have any good placement, no rotation, a severe lack of damage from our Hunter, and then a lot of unnecessary deaths from Amir. Kind of held us down in the early game. Naja played very well in good rotations. Should have backed sooner than he did in some certain situations, but overall had good placement. Sun Wukong seemed to do well in his lane, and I think the score that he has on screen there is more of a product of the team fights itself. But one criticism I would have for Sun Wukong is the fact that he didn't rotate at all. He was very late to everything. He did get his tower down, but after that there was just a very lack of response coming out from Sun Wukong. On to myself, mistakes that I made in that fight. There was actually one situation where I can think of right off the bat where I was too far up in the mid lane and immediately got taken out. And this is the point where we still had tier 1 and tier 2, and I was pushed up too far in the mid lane. The rotation came out from behind, and I immediately got jumped onto the tower. Great rotation from Guan Yu, shut me down there. And not only that, that continued onward, and of course with the Athena and Apollo ultimates being global, they rotated immediately and got 4 people up to 5 in the mid lane immediately, which of course shut us down in the mid lane. And again, a lack of rotation from Sun Wukong killed both our mid and secondary tower. So 2 towers, 4 kills right off the bat for them. That shot them up from about 800 gold up to about 5,200 gold up. So they got nearly 4,500 gold out of that exchange for themselves, and it was very, very, very good. So overall, I mean, they had a team comp which countered ours. Like I said, our team comp is very in place. We were very good at defending things and objectives. We were more of a tower defense, tower siege, Fire Giant, Gold Fury type team, and they were very high mobility, skirmish, hit and run type team, which they leveraged perfectly. And my team, even though I did warn them in the beginning that that is the comp that they had, it didn't really pay out too much. Slow rotations and a lack of damage on the back end allowed them to win that one. So hopefully you learned a lot from this game. Every game is something that you can learn from. Well played from everyone in the game thus far, and hopefully we have some better ones. The next one, I'll see you in my next game.